What is going on, everyone? What is going on to the AMC stock group? I know that a lot of us are really stressed right now. I know a lot of us are confused. Do we add on the dips or do we just wait? And in this video, hopefully you guys will have a better understanding for what could happen on July 14th, which is a Wednesday. So let's go ahead and let's not talk about the news right now. Usually I do talk about the news a lot and quite frequently because when you combine the news plus the technical analysis, it really gives you conviction. However, right now it is not the time for news. However, I will say this. I will say that the market manipulation that has been going on right now, yes, it is not 100% why AMC stock has been falling down because right off the bat we can see that the volume for AMC stock has been declining slightly. And a lot of people are saying that the volume has been increasing on a 1 day 1 minute chart. However, even if it is increasing, you guys need to look at the 1 year 1 day chart or on the daily chart. That way you guys can actually understand that the volume has been decreasing. I'm not worried about this in the slightest bit though. I've been holding my shares. I am part of this AMC stock group, and I still believe that we are sitting on a gold mine. You guys will never get a stock like AMC or GameStop. That is just in my opinion, right? And I'm not a financial advisor, but I really do not know any stock that has given us the returns that we have gotten on GameStop and AMC. For example, it's quite funny to look back on, but I remember making videos all the way back here when AMC stock was around the $5 range because we were talking about a cup and handle formation, and then it ended up having a massive breakout to the upside. Now, that was in the past. Did I average up? Of course I did. And was it a lot? Of course it was. It was a substantial amount. My average has moved from the $3 to $5 range to now the $40 to $50 range. And so the average right now that I have is obviously higher than the number that AMC is at right now. And that is just because this stock, as I said, will have many opportunities. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Now, why do I think this stock has a lot of opportunities? First of all, yes, I do know that the volume has been decreasing. This is not something that I just recently knew about. In fact, when AMC was around the $50, $51 support level, I was actually thinking that AMC stock would definitely have a retest to $38 a share. And a lot of people ended up getting mad at me when I was talking about AMC going at $38 a share when it was at $51 a share. However, I just thought that we would end up breaking the support at one time and at one point, and that is exactly what happened. And so I added the dips not once at $51 a share, but twice at $38 a share. So yes, I did add at 38. And so where do we go from here? Because the stock has went lower than $38 a share. It says that it is at $39.35, but this is not updated to after hours. So right now we are sitting at around $37. So I'm going to draw one more support line, but I did not end up buying it at $37 a share, right? My average was actually 38. That was my last dip buy that I bought AMC at. And I have added a little bit of shares at $37 and some change. It was not as much as the $38 dip buys that I got. So that's why I'm saying that it really wasn't a lot because again, I did buy at 38. So it really wouldn't make sense to continuously keep on dollar cost averaging when it is only a $1 difference in share price when AMC continuously fluctuates 5 to 10 points, right? 5 to 8 points in just a matter of 1 day. So $37 a share, this support level would be right here. And so now that we have this level, what does this tell us right here? We should not be worried, or in my opinion, I don't think we should be worried. Now, if you guys are basing your investment on AMC stock based off the technical analysis, I'm guessing that a lot of your stop losses would have worked if you guys put it right under $51 a share, because that was the first support level. And this is something that we went over on this channel many times, okay? So this is nothing new. And I stated that I was aware that if AMC stock did break $51 a share, then yes, a lot of stop losses are going to end up working just because a lot of people know that $51 support level. But I did not really care because I knew that I wanted to get another dip entry at 38. And so here's what's going to end up happening in my opinion. We see the volume decreasing, and as I was saying before with the hedge funds, I'm not sure if a lot of you guys know who Jim Cramer is, but he used to work for hedge funds and he was basically explaining how the hedge funds work, and it really all depends on the psychology of the retail traders. It does not matter about the psychology of the hedge funds because they're the one with the millions of shares. They're ones that can actually control a stock. For example, Iceberg Research, as you all know, the reason why AMC, or one of the reasons why, because it was not 100% dependent on Iceberg Research, but one of the reasons why AMC had such a resilient downside is because once it broke $51, Iceberg Research actually announced that they were betting against AMC stock. And then on top of that, you also add that AMC stock is in a very crucial level because it is just about to break the $51 support level. What do you think that ends up doing? And then you add that the stop losses would end up being hit if AMC stock went below $51 share. And then you have obviously a massive downside. And again, a lot of people say that it is a lot of downside because it went from $51 a share to now $37 a share. But you have to understand that this stock is still up over 2,000% or just at 2,000% from our entry is right around here at the $2.50 mark and over here at the $5 to $3 range. So it really depends on what number you are talking about. However, I know that a lot of people were ended up buying AMC stock way above $38 a share. And you guys are stressed right now because your position is not at positive 2000%. Your position is not at positive 500% or not at positive 20% or 10%. Your position is down. So what I would say is that even though, in my opinion, a lot of things have affected AMC's downfall, for example, hedge funds, for example, stop losses, for example, technical analysis, and for example, news like dilution, I think that AMC stock tomorrow needs to show strength above, I would say, $36 a share and 50 cents. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to remove this support level just because it is not really relevant. We could say $35.50. $35.50. And the reason why I'm rounding it down to 50 cents is because whenever you have these 50 cent to $1 level, those are usually these psychological levels that a lot of traders and investors add at, just because these are usually a lot of the demand zones. And so that is why I'm actually going to end up making a box just so that we know the demand zone for AMC stock. So the demand zone meaning that it does not have to be at one exact number. It does not have to be at $35.50, right? That is not the exact number that AMC has to go at to show strength. The number that it has to go at, so that's why I'm going to draw a demand zone, should be at around $37.71, but it is already lower than that. So the demand zone would be $36 and around 80 cents. So right over here. And then also the next demand zone, actually no, that would be it. So we're going to make sure that this is in yellow so that everyone understands the demand zone. So just to recap what I said, demand zone number 1, around $35.50, that should be the low. Guys, that should be the low. And if it ends up breaking $35.50, then there is a gap fill to the downside. So tomorrow for July 14th, what AMC really needs is it needs to be standing in this demand zone. The reason why is we need to see volume, and even if we don't see volume, AMC stock needs to demonstrate that it has some sort of resilience behind it and that a lot of people still want to buy this stock. Because a lot of the believers that said that they were actual believers of AMC stock, they actually sold AMC stock because they were actually not believers, right? They were not part of the movement. They wanted to capitalize off of the volatility and the fluctuation of AMC stock. Now we know who is really in the movement. So if you add that, and then also if you add that AMC stock definitely has a possibility of standing within this zone and holding support within this zone, that really is going to demonstrate that not only do we already have a strong foundation of a movement, but in my opinion, that is really going to indicate that we will have a major bounce to the upside as long as we can hold this demand zone. Even if it trades in the middle of this demand zone, even if it trades at the top of the demand zone, or even if it closes right above the demand zone, so it would be right above this level, that is 100% fine, and that doesn't matter as long as we're above this zone. And even if we break this zone, nothing is going to be against us except time. And it may be a little frightening to see AMC stock go down because a lot of people are saying that there is a gap fill to the downside. However, for me, I am not going to be selling this stock just because you guys already know that I have been continuously saying that for me, it has always been about the movement. And if I really wanted to, I could have sold my shares of AMC stock when I got it at $3 a share, and I could have sold it at around $72 a share. But again, after what I saw with GameStop, GameStop has a really strong movement behind it. What is different between AMC and GameStop, guys? In terms of the community, in terms of the uniqueness of the stock, I think that the community will still be there, and I think that therefore a lot more demand and a lot more resilience will be in AMC stock once we go to this demand zone. And then from there, not only will the actual foundation of the AMC believers be in the stock, but you will also have a lot of day traders back in the stock, and you will also have a lot of swing traders back in the stock because even they know that this is a major demand zone. So therefore, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video and keep you guys updated about the price for AMC stock.